Welcome to another Musume review. Today, we're going to talk about Tamamo Cross. She's a 3-star, she runs turf, she can be pace, late, or end. Her distance is medium or long, and she was released this month, January 2026, and she's currently on banner. Her stat bonuses are 20% in stamina and 10% in power. So is she worth pulling for? I would say she's probably not worth it. She's not meta-defining or the most amazing thing in the world on your account, and there's a few reasons for that. So to summarize the good of her, so I think her stat bonuses are pretty good. I really like the 20% in stamina because she runs medium or long, so there's a big emphasis on hitting those stamina thresholds, so 20% can go a very long way. I also think her awakening levels 3 and 5 are pretty good and are probably worth it when you're sort of working on her. But the problem is, the bad is sort of the one thing that really defines an Uma, which is their unique. I do not think her unique is that great just because it's kind of strict in terms of its activation requirements. It sort of makes her a gambler like Major Dober or Major Orion. I think that really holds her back. So that's why I think the big part is her unique is the big reason why I would not want to pull for her. So what is her unique? White lightning coming through, bolt down the track like lightning when well positioned, or aiming for the front from mid-pack on a straight in the second half of the race. So when I first read this, I thought this meant so she'll get an increase to speed and acceleration. No, apparently it does not work like that. You get the target speed increase or the acceleration depending on which part of the conditions you get. So let's read the conditions for increase to target speed. It has to be at least the second half of the race. It's on a straight. Your order rate needs to be between 70 and 75. So that means you are the 75% to 70% Uma. You also have to have overtaken an Uma at least once. And then if you want the increase to acceleration, again, you have to be in the second half of the race. You need to be on a straight. But this order rate has to be between 30% and 20% of the Umas. So just like Major Orion and Major Odober, they have really strict requirements regarding positioning. And that's one reason why I wasn't a fan of those Umas. I sort of talked about that when I talked about Major Dober. So one thing also about her unique is it sort of restricts the sort of strategy you're going to run. You're most likely going to run her as an end just to get the activation on her conditions. So overall, this could work. You could get a good target speed increase or an acceleration. It's just it's kind of a gamble. And so I would rather use my pulls on a Uma that has a better unique in my opinion. And to just talk about inherited for a second, if you inherited this, the target speed goes to 0.15 increase and the acceleration goes to 0.05. So these are her skills from events. I'm just pointing out she has 3 different greens for race courses alone, which is pretty interesting. Tail held high can be pretty good. It's increasing velocity after activating many skills mid-race. It's usually 3, and I think her Awakening actually has the gold version of this. I really don't like that she has a mile skill on here. I'm not gonna run her mile, I feel so why is that here? So these are her Awakening skills that I think are pretty decent. So for level 3, she has Fast and Furious, which increases velocity mid-race. It's for late surgers. So that's sort of the only downside because I would probably run her end, but you could get away with running her late. I just think end would sort of secure the ability to really get her unique to pop off, but I could be wrong about that. And then as I mentioned before, in her skills from events, she had Tail Held High, which is the white version of Tail 9. So increased velocity after activating many skills mid-race. It's a gold speed skill, and this will activate after activating 3 skills during the mid-race. So if this was me and I had her, I would probably get her Awakening 5. I think it could be pretty good, especially if I'm trying to make her work. That's only if I'm trying to make her work. If I'm not, or if I really don't care so much about her, I would probably save my stuff for another Uma I would really want to work on. But I don't think working on her Awakening skills is a waste of resources. And then let's talk about her secret events. She has 3 secret events. The first one is a special souvenir. You have to win the Autumn Triple Crown and that other race on the list, and you'll get some speed and guts, and you'll get 2 hints to Tail Held High. The second secret event sort of ties with the third because of how they work. So both of these events you need to win a specific race. And the thing is, both these races end up on the same day, so you can't actually get both of these races. It's one or the other. And the specific time is early January in your senior year. And if you manage to win one of the races, you will lose some energy, you'll get a random stat of +8, you'll get some skill points, you get some fans, and you will get hints towards one of the race courses, and you'll either get up-tempo or up-drafters. So personally, I would probably want to win the race with up-tempo, just because that is a medium skill. Updrafters is a mile skill, and I'm probably not running her mile. Maybe you can make a case for it, but in my case, I'm probably not. And then lastly, we have her objective races. So she's really interesting because it's a lot of you build your own path, right? So, in the second one, you have to get 5,000 fans. In the third one, you need to place third or better in like 4 G3 or higher races. So it's sort of reminiscent of the next scenario we're getting, make a new track, which I think is pretty cool in my opinion. And another thing that's kind of nice about her is, her distance aptitudes are medium and long. And as you can see on this list, literally all the races are medium or long. There's no mile, there's no sprint, there's nothing outside of her aptitude. It's pretty simple there. So I appreciate that. So I find her objective races kind of interesting. Thank you so much for watching my review of Tamamo Cross. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to use the comment section below. Otherwise, I will see you guys later. Bye!